Welcome to my makeshift garden. In an effort to do these videos and be consistent as we are informed, I had it all set to do a video about pain. And then when I watched it, I realized that's not even me. Even though I've lived with pain my whole life, I am much more a cup half full than a cup half empty person. Hi, I'm Teresa, and welcome to my channel. I give a purpose to my days, which helps combat my pain. I was diagnosed with ankylosing spondylitis when I was in my teens, and it has only gotten worse over the years. It's something that cannot be cured, and so pain kind of becomes your friend. Even though I've had to live my life for the most of my life with some sort of a brace for my hips and something for my knee now, and now I've got KT tape for my ankle. I've had a neck brace around my neck on and off since I was 21. I just didn't want to put that video out that sounded like, oh, because with or without that pain, I've been pretty successful getting mobile in life. It's getting much more difficult as I get older, and I guess that's what I'd like to talk about today. I can't just go ahead and do all the workouts I used to do, but I remain active. And one of the ways I remain active is through gardening. I put in this garden and, I was all sure it was going to be about the benefits I would reap at the end, the cucumbers that didn't work out, although I'm able to get parsley and some chives and celery and dill. It's not so much about I'm going to harvest in the end, it's what I've harvested daily. There's a lot of talk out there right now about purpose, and everybody's depressed and nobody knows what to do, and they're all devoid of being able to, I guess, entertain themselves. I feel very fortunate that I've come from a time when I was forced to go outside. And I grew up on a farm where gardening and being in the yard was not only chores you had to do, but it also was just a wonderful thing to do. You couldn't wait to get outside and go be in nature and see, I don't know, a new plant, pick a new piece of fruit, find a new bug. And that's kind of happened here. I've been reintroduced to the person I've always been. My purpose really hasn't changed. I'm still that same girl that used to ride the bus to work at, 21, 22 years old and get off and have Apple in hand and Walkman in my ears, and would much rather walk my way home than be on the bus and be upset by how hot it was, or the people on the bus, or the smells on the bus. And I realized and come to find out that I still have that in me today, and that's something that you could nurture. I put in this garden thinking that I was going to reap all these wonderful results and have this mass harvest at the end. And over the course of the first few days of planting it, it went from being a full vegetable garden to half and half. I've got my flowers and I've got my vegetables. And then over the course of the next few weeks, it's just become a garden. It's become something that's helped me grow inside and something I've been able to tend to that has slowly helped me tend to things inside as well. I enjoy my plants, and when I went last year to Asia and started this travel and sold everything, the thing that broke my heart the most was getting rid of the plants. And now being back here, I'm going to miss them again. I'm going to leave and I won't be tending to them, but I'm going to be out there and I'm going to be around the plants like I was last year. I'll maybe go to Cambodia again and visit the botanical garden and see them reap, or just along my walks during the day, seeing the different lilies and flowers and plants that are out there that are not native to Canada that I haven't seen before. So I don't really have to grow them. I can still enjoy them when I'm out and about. Saying goodbye to everyone is going to be difficult, but also is saying goodbye to these things that I do and that I enjoy doing. So I'm really glad that I put a couple of weeks in this year and decided to, I don't know, grow a garden that I wouldn't be here to see till its end. And that kind of makes no sense as to why I did it. And now I understand why I did it. My purpose for having a garden in the past was definitely for yield. And my purpose for having a garden this year was for a different kind of yield, an inner yield, a more personal yield. And as I said, I still got to reap the benefits of the vegetables or the herbs that grew anyway. It's interesting when you decide not to be so stuck in your ways and just kind of like throw caution to the wind and see what happens. And even though my daughter was making jokes, and so was I, about the fact that why am I doing this? This is not the way I would have normally done things in the past. And that's okay, because things are meant to change. And I think maybe the purpose of me living right now is just being okay with not doing it the exact same way I did it all those years. And that I'm still growing and changing. And who am I going to be some 20, 30 years from now if I don't keep trying to change and do things maybe just a little different than I did the day before? Anyway, I think that's all for today. And thank you so much for taking a moment to share this time with me. And if you have any comments, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I look forward to talking to you again. Until then, take care and talk soon. Bye for now. Oh, God damn.